What's going on with this front over here? It just kind of like has a scratchy line. It just looks unfinished.
I hate everything about this tattoo. This thing's crooked as hell. I'm doing what I can to save it, but, you know, this thing's...
Each one of you has a history of bad blood with another artist. Now, it's time to prove which one of you is the better artist. But for your first elimination tattoo, the person you hate the most is the one person you need the most. Because today, you must tattoo with your rival. And you will be judged as a team.
Are you kidding me? I have to work with my rival.
Emily is a bitch. She's a bitch on wheels, and she doesn't slow down.
This is insane. That blows.
You and your rival must create one tattoo on the same canvas. But that's not all. You must tag team.
What?
Only one of you can tattoo at a time, and you must switch artists every hour.
I'm a little worried my first tattoo's in the hand of my rival. I don't want to get kicked out the first week just because we can't work well together.
Your canvases are completely open, so the style and subject are completely up to you and your rival to decide. You will be judged on all of the skills essential to tattooing. Head back to the shop and meet your canvases. Good luck.
I really like the samurai theme. I think it would be really cool.
It would be. He just doesn't have anything else oriental, though.
Caroline and I have worked at the same shop for the past 2 years. She likes to talk a lot of and then act nice to my face when really she's just jealous that I do better tattoos than her.
Black and gray would be good to go along with the rest of his black and gray.
I'm not loving it. I'm not going to tattoo her idea. I've been tattooing for 5 years, and I'm known for realism and color. If we did Japanese, I think it would be easier to blend our styles together.
Julia's fake. Even that voice that she uses, that's fake. She should respect me because I have more experience in this industry than she does. My specialties are fine line, realism, cover-up, and Celtic work.
Just remember, we gotta do it in 6 hours.
Artists, you have 6 hours to tag team with your rival. And remember, you will be judged as a team. And your time begins now.
Let's do this.
This way a little bit.
Right there?
Yeah.
Perfect.
For the tag team challenge, if you and your rival can't get along, you're definitely gonna make this challenge more difficult on yourself. To people that butt heads, they're gonna be screwed. I'm looking for strong fundamentals so I can know who deserves to be here.
Today, you had to work with your rival on the same tattoo. Remember, you're being judged as a team. Caroline and Julia.
This tattoo doesn't give us a lot to go on. It's a messy design, and it looks light and feathery and scratchy.
This tattoo needed a stronger outline. The little bit of outline that is there is not complete, they don't connect, and it's pretty shaky. These skulls look like they're made out of rubber. They don't look hard, they don't look rigid, and they don't look realistic.
If you want to show off and impress, this isn't the way.
And this week, we're testing your ability to use finesse.
Finesse tattooing means being able to delicately deal with a client and apply an intricate, smooth tattoo under pressure.
Today, you must create Victorian tattoos. During the Victorian era, the invention of sewing machines and new machinery for making lace made it possible to create complex patterns at a fraction of the cost of handmade. Tattoos emulating these patterns and fabrics have grown in popularity. You must translate these intricate styles to skin.
Lots of lace, jewelry, with filigree, fine line work. I'm really nervous about this one.
But there's more.
Which is?
There is no better test of your finesse than tattooing some of the most delicate skin on the body. The throat.
Oh, Jesus, throat tats.
Throat. I know exactly what that feels like. It hurts like a mother. It's hard to breathe while they're doing it. It feels like getting cut with a scalpel the entire time.
This week, you must all tattoo head to head. And only one of you will win.
You guys have all had highs and lows. Everybody is pretty much equal. Worst tattoo of the day period ended goes home. That means your drawing counts. Your execution counts. That's how we're gonna run it to the finale.
Today, finesse is important because you're tattooing a very sensitive area. Throat tattoos equal pain.
So it'll be like that.
You want to get in, you want to get out, you want to do the least amount of trauma possible. If you screw up, this person's gonna wear a turtleneck for life.
there's something weird going on. Her skin will not take the ink. I'm literally leaving just marks. I'm pissed off, I'm scared because I have no idea even what's happening.
3 needles? Just can't get it, bro. Her skin is just so hard to tattoo.
Chris can't pull a line on her neck to save his life. It just sucks. Some people have tough skin. It's hard to work with. You just can never tell until you start.
I'll make 4 passes at the same spot, and it won't be black.
Let me get that last one. Not only is my canvas not taking the ink, but she's starting to cry, and I feel like she's gonna quit on me any minute.
It's the lowest one. It's the lowest one right here.
I've been tattooing 18 years, and this is the hardest canvas I've ever had to tattoo in my entire life. I would not be surprised if this is the tattoo that's gonna send me home.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. Machine's down. No more ink.
Oh my gosh, it looks amazing.
Chris has packed so much white in this thing. The first time this lady lays out and does a tan, it's gonna turn yellow. It's gonna look like baby vomit. I couldn't be more stoked that he has jacked the dog out of this tattoo. As far as finesse goes, bro, you blew it.
Today, you had to use finesse to create intricate Victorian tattoos on very delicate skin. Chris, do you do many neck tattoos?
I do a lot of throat tattoos, and this is probably in 18 years the toughest skin I've ever worked with. As leather as it could be. I used 9 setups and 12 different needles.
If you did go through that much trouble to please this client, that in itself is a use of finesse.
But how, after all those hours of trouble, did you come to the idea, let's see how white pounds in?
The white only took me the last 10, 15 minutes total.
It looks like it. All the color in this tattoo is very scratchy. This purple shading looks real sketchy. All this outline on this side behind this ear looks scratched in. It looks like you were tattooing a buck and bronco, but she seemed to be sitting still.
Chris.
This tattoo looks a lot more hammered than some of the other tattoos we saw today. In 6 months, this will be the worst looking of the 7 tattoos.
I think what's important is that this girl's design and tattoo fit her to a T. One thing that bothers me about masks more than anything else is that putting in a weird place on the body where it doesn't fit, to me, is a bigger travesty than making something fit right and maybe having to do some touch-up.
She was really happy with the fit of that.
If you're gonna make one mistake, make it light so that it's just gone, and not with something that's dark, because it's not going.
Anthony and Jesse, your teammates have put you up for elimination, but only one of you will be packing your machines. You will have one final chance to save yourself. Tomorrow, the 2 of you must face off in a 6-hour tattoo, proving your adaptability.
At this point, we know we're gonna see 2 great tattoos come out swinging. This is you guys battling each other as 2 tremendous artists.
Anthony and Jesse, get your machines ready. Good luck.
I'm not worried about competing with Anthony. He's an amazing artist for 5 years of experience. But I got 17. If I lose, then I didn't deserve to be here.
Anthony and Jesse, your teammates determined that you were the weakest. You must now face off for survival. You've each been randomly assigned a canvas, and your canvases are completely open. The subject and style of your design is completely up to you. However, to prove your adaptability, you must draw your tattoo directly onto your canvas's skin, freehand. You cannot use any stencils, and you must draw from scratch with no reference.
Freehand and no reference? Jesse's made a name for himself being an illustrator and coming up with images off the top of his head. I'm screwed.
This is exactly what I need because I want to do something crazy. I want to do what I do. This is my comfort zone.
You have 6 hours to tattoo, and your time starts now.
Let's get it on! Jesse Smith and Anthony Michaels could easily make it to the finale. One of them's not.
I specialize in little critters, rabbits, squirrels. I do the googly eyes and teeth.
These 2 tattooers have such a different background.
I'm just drawing right now, seeing what comes out.
This is the first time in this competition that I've got a piece of open skin to do whatever I want. I'm taking advantage of it.
I can't even figure out what Jesse's drawing. I can't either.
This tattoo right here is a game changer. If I win, then I've knocked Anthony out, one of the strongest competitors, and I have an easier path to the finale. I'm ready to show these guys what I'm made of.
Jesse, doing a portrait over here?
I'm going for it.
What Jesse's doing is his own made-up character, that there's no rules, there's nothing to hold him to the fire on in this tattoo. On paper, this challenge is looking like Jesse's got it in the bag.
Everybody's helping Anthony out. Nobody's trying to help me out.
Make sure you do tough clothes.
They got 3 on top and then 1 on the bottom. They have 4.
Yeah, 3 on top, 1 on the bottom.
I'm not competing against one person on this tattoo. I'm competing against 5.
I'm pretty sure it's 3 and 1.
But you know what? Adaptability is being able to take a bad situation and make it good. My dad was in the Army. I grew up all over the world. I've had to adapt every time I've moved. I was always exposed to a bunch of different artists, and I pulled a piece from every artist I've ever met, and that's where my style comes from. Now I'm all alone, and I'm getting to do what I want to do. Anthony's in trouble.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Time is up. Machine's down. No more ink.
Woo! Down to the wire. Good job, David. It's badass. You can't get a more different approach on each one, you know?
Pretty crazy, man.
Jesse was smart, doing something that he loves to do. Big-eyed, crazy creatures.
Your Muppet's got toofuses.
I don't know what the hell it is.
Well, they can't get you on anatomy because nobody knows what the that thing is.
But I think it should be way more saturated than it is. Jesse's supposed to be the color guy. Go figure.
Today, you faced off to prove your adaptability by freehanding your design directly onto the skin with no reference. Jesse, let's start with you. So what are we looking at here?
This is a Aka bunny fish. It's pretty much straight from my head.
It's a very creative tattoo, definitely recognizable as your style of artwork, but at first glance, it's a little bit confusing, the way the body turns around the back and what's going on. Are those supposed to be stitches that are holding the thing together in the back?
Yeah, this particular character, he's been through some bad times. He relies on the pattern on the sides to attract other fish so he can have a meal for the day. It makes me sad to know that he probably won't last that long because he can't move like a normal fish.
Thing's crazy.
You know, there's really nothing you can say about what this is because it's something totally created out of your mind. I think it's a great creative approach. There's some areas that are really shining, the nose, the fang, the little textures that really stand out strong, but there's some saturation issues, some muddy colors like the orange spots that look scratchy and unfinished, and there's some areas that I think could have been a little brighter instead of that pale yellow. Overall, it has a more muted, washed out feel. This was your chance to really do something super bright and poppy on pale skin.
Well, Jesse, there's no doubt about your creativity, but then looking at the consistency of the outline, you have a lot of different line weights. You have some areas where you get a little gray, or you have some thickness where it looks like you had to pick up in some spots. Overall, you did a really cool image. This is gonna boil down completely on both sides of the table to technicalities.
All right, it's time to go to the judges here. Which artist is going home?
I feel like there's some technical problems with both these tattoos.
We will all agree that both have some kind of anatomy issue. We all agree that some areas of each of the tattoo are light, where I would say that there's a gap would come down to outlines. Definitely Anthony's tattoo has a much stronger outline. Looking at it line by line, pass by pass, stroke by stroke, the finesse that's in that outline, that is what's really strong.
In terms of overall readability and maybe just taking it up a notch, Anthony may have stepped a little bit further out of his comfort zone.
Anthony took the big risk. He did a showstopper. He did a tattoo to win.
Final choice to go home.
I gotta vote for Jesse.
My final decision, Jesse.
Jesse.
The judges have decided. Jesse, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Thank you for the second opportunity. I appreciate it.
Jesse, you do something that is really your own thing. But then the fact that you tell us a sad story about the fish means you're actually thinking it through, which is a true sign of an artist. But it came down today to the simplest part of the whole tattoo, the outline.
Please pack your machines and close shop. Today, you must transform your canvas into a warrior by tattooing shoulder armor.
Shoulder armor is difficult. Gotta do a huge tattoo, cover a whole shoulder piece. This is crazy.
But that is not all. You must work in pairs, tattooing both of your canvas's shoulders at the same time.
I knew it.
You'll be paired with someone from your team, and you will be judged together. Each judge has determined who from his team must tattoo as a pair.
Tattooing with somebody at the same time is like tattooing in a car going down a bumpy road. This is gonna suck.
And today, we're testing texture. One team will tattoo metal armor, and one team will tattoo leather armor.
Body armor has so much texture. Skin tears, chains, shields, badges, folds. Just go to like the Renaissance fair and buy an outfit.
So the way I paired my team, I wanted to take people that I knew would be able to complement each other.
But you don't want to go too far down, because then it's not a shoulder thing, you know what I mean?
I'm putting my tops together, my mediums together, and my bottoms together. That way, if there's a fight, it's a fair one.
Team Nunez, time to critique your work. Please step over to the platform. Next pair of artists are Tito and Kevin.
Guys, as far as just going together as a team and coming up with the design, definitely looks like you did the same tattoo, but unfortunately, they both have the same problems. I don't really get a metal feel from this. I don't really get an armor feel from this. You look at it from a distance, it's just an intricate border with a big gray spot.
Kevin, one thing that you did do is the way you decided to shade your centerpiece. It gives it some texture because it kind of has these weird divots and lumps, but I'm starting to question where you are with your outlines because you're rough all the way around your border.
Look at those swirls. It's just scratchy black lines with scratchy white highlights next to them. That line work, that's got your name on it.
This week, we're testing a skill that's crucial to any tattoo. Lines.
Line work is the longest lasting element of a tattoo. Everything else is gonna fade away.
For this elimination tattoo, you'll have 6 hours to create a Celtic tattoo.
What the Celtic? The last time I did a Celtic design was once upon a very long time ago that I do not remember.
The origins of Celtic tattoos date back thousands of years.
Celtic tattoos are some of the most labor-intensive tattoos. The lines need to be parallel, it needs to go over and under. It's supposed to look like it's an intricately woven design.
The ribs though, huh? A lot of line work sucks, because that's a spot where you sometimes go, ooh, oh, ah, oh. Did you have any other backup plans or anything like that, just out of curiosity?
I could do like maybe my left arm.
That would really make my life a lot easier. Just make it easier on me, please. No. If you don't mind.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could do my other arm then.
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, if you could help me out, yeah. I could really use the help. Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
Today, we asked you to show us clean lines in a Celtic tattoo. Chris.
Like, I wanted this, like, I just want to do something bare bones, kind of reset myself, show more of what I can do.
In terms of a line challenge, you didn't really meet the mark. The line is a bit inconsistent, is shaky and kind of scratchy, and there's a lot of points where it breaks and doesn't really connect.
See, that's the problem I've been having. It's like, I'll do too much or too little.
Slow down and take your time on those lines and make them 100% precise. When you're in a competition like this, you really need to step your game up.
And today, you must tattoo Japanese temples.
Oh my God. Yay, Japanese temples. Those things are so intricate and so detailed and they're so structured.
Oh my God.
So if you're not good at your line work, you're gonna up this temple.
It will require expert composition to capture the beauty of these elaborate temples.
Wow. We are looking for you to compose this tattoo. You have to put together something that's a scene. If it's a winter scene, make it feel cold. If it's a beautiful sunny day, make it clear as day.
You doing all right?
Team Christian, they didn't just send me a grenade, they dropped a nuke on me. Every week they're gunning for me. As soon as I pop my head up from the water to catch a breath, they push my head back down. It's just exhausting having to fight every single day.
What's going on with this front over here? It just kind of like has a scratchy line. It just looks unfinished.
I hate everything about this tattoo. This thing's crooked as hell. I'm doing what I can to save it, but, you know, this thing's
Today, you're being tested on composition, tattooing Japanese temples. Team Clean, let's start with you. Kyle.
You had a tough challenge. The line work definitely gets away from you as far as all the straight lines being parallel in direction. There's pretty much no way to make the bottom of this bridge look straight with the angle of the temple. It just wraps a little bit, and it did get a little bit askewed in the process.
It's a tough spot to put a man-made structure.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing that's throwing your design off the most first, your tattoo is just all shaded in the same way. There's a lot of similar tonality here where you can't really back yourself out of a corner.
Today, you are being tested on composition. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Kristen, why did your team vote Kyle to the bottom?
We just felt that Kyle's seriously was the worst tattoo of the day, hands down.
At first glance, that's a solid tattoo.
I think Kyle's looks pretty rad. Definitely looks like a powerful, dramatic tattoo.
It was like a powerful earthquake blew up the whole neighborhood. Not only is the pagoda leading, but the bridge is leaning completely the opposite, incorrect way.
You would have served yourself a big help putting the stencil on in 2 parts. Placing the pagoda, placing your bridge. You didn't need to be pigeonholed to that stencil.
The curve and the indents of the rib cage made some lines look a little wobbly.
You can't straighten up a crooked structure.
It's gonna stay though. Yours is gonna fall.
No, it's gonna stay. It'll be light, but it'll stay.
All right, judges, time to determine who's going home. I'm just gonna say that Tim's safe because of the technical application. You agree with that?
Safe.
I feel like it's between Amanda and Kyle, and I'm really torn because I like the weight of Kyle's tattoo.
From a distance, it has a lot of contrast. It's dark.
It reads more like a temple to me, and Amanda's, when you really get into the temple, the upper tier of it, is just a lot of inconsistencies on lines and shapes and patterns. My vote is for Amanda.
They both have line work problems. They both have dimensional errors, but Kyle's definitely stands out as having the most crooked stuff going on. My vote's for Kyle.
Kyle, I want to keep you here, man. But this is just the most challenged tattoo of the day. I hate to do it, man, but Kyle.
The judges have decided. Kyle, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
You've definitely had some killer tattoos. You've definitely had some pitfalls. That being said, I really think you have your foot on the gas going in the right direction. I think you're going to be great.
You did good, man. This just wasn't your day.
Nope.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Thank you.